Hello guys, I hope you didn't miss me too much because I didn't do a video yesterday. Like I said, I'm not doing many videos this week because I've got a lot of listening to. But I have to go out because somebody is closing down their store, a little factory unit, and he wants to get rid of everything in there. I don't know why, but he said he's reducing loads of stuff so he can just get rid of it. Gonna go and see. Got lots of cool stuff, but obviously it depends on how much he wants to sell the stuff for, because obviously I'm not going to buy stuff if I can't make a good profit out of it. So we're going to go there. Also, there is an auction tomorrow, and there is an Olympus camera which is worth about 150 quid. So I'm going to check that camera out at the auction. If I pick up anything, we'll show you at the end of the video. So yep, let's get to that place and see if he's got any bargains. £5 for that. You have a knife? So I bought quite a few things on there. I think I picked up 5 things. The cheapest thing is the Gru, which I paid £1 for. But I've got some medical stuff, a vintage radio, cassette player, and some China tea set from the Muppet Babies, which potentially could get me a lot of money. I'm going to go now to the auction, pop around the charity shops around there, see if there's anything there, and then we'll go back home and I'll show you what I've picked up. So last week I showed you this, one of these tops, £4.50 still. And what's that make? George, Primark, something rubbish like that. Disgusting. Now Jim King's higher make, £6. You'd rather buy a Jim King one. Tommy Hilfiger, plain £10. Pretty cool, the Metallica book and the drumsticks, but they only fetch around £10, so not really worth it. Pretty cool, but get about £20 for that. That's quite nice. Ladybird Classics Complete Collection, audio, sealed. It only goes for about £10, so not worth my time, but really nice. So absolutely nothing in 8 charity shops, and that's how it is sometimes. I know I do go on about charity shops overpricing themselves, but it is true. There wasn't much in there anyway. I wouldn't have bought many of the things, you know, but even so, you know, you're pricing yourself out. You're looking at eBay and you're comparing yourself to a eBay store, which is worldwide. You have to obviously take off fees off that. You've got to post it. You got to take pictures. You got to go around picking up the stuff as well. So that's why eBay prices are higher. Charity shops get it all free. You think they would be wanting to make as much money as possible. In and out, they get stuff all the time. And how many times do we see charity shops with a sign outside saying, sorry, we cannot take any more stuff because we are full? That's because you're overpricing. Personally, I would just set prices. Clothing for £1 or £2. If it is a really nice thing which was worth like maybe 60, 70 quid, maybe just put it to 20 quid, because it'll go. Anybody will buy it for 20 quid. But now they want to pull it up as max prices as they possibly can because they see eBay prices. I understand that, but in the real world, you're not going to get them prices, you know, unless it's something very collectible, who is a collector, and, you know, like a box toy. But even so, I've seen toys in there today which are very collectible by people, and they're looking for about 7, 8 quid for them, where you could just buy them on eBay for that and not even get out of your house. So yeah, it's one of them. Obviously I was going to the auction as well. I missed the camera, It went for 65 quid I went, but with fees on top of that, you're looking around the £80 mark for that camera, untested, and I'm not risking 80 quid for a camera that will probably get me for spares and repairs the same amount. Obviously I would lose money then, so there's no point in that. I wanted to pay around about 40-50 quid max. There was also some vintage Lego. I went in there, sat down, and literally it was like 5 lots before it came up. It had some vintage railway train stations, some farmyard stuff and everything, really nice. The train set alone, it was boxed, can get up to £200. So I was thinking, yes, come on, I'll pay 50-60. Started at £130. I think it sold at 160. So wow, I didn't even bother with that. I'm gonna go back home now, show you what I picked up from that closing down sale, because you didn't see it all on camera. Yeah, and trust me, there was some really cool stuff what I picked up. So we are back home, and I've just got to show you some of the stuff I picked up. I wish I'd have got there earlier, because there was some figures that I wanted, some like Jason and Freddy figures. I don't know what make they were, but yeah. First thing I'll pick up is the Gru. It's the cheapest thing here. Picked it up for £1, and yeah, you're looking around 10 to 15 quid. It's because also there's a new film coming out, so these are just going to fly out. I'm not going to lift it up too much, but there is one chip in it, but Muppet Babies tea set. It's complete. The box is in, I would say, in okay condition. You know, it's complete and everything. Like I said, there's one little cup that's got the Miss Piggy one's got a chip on it. 1980s this is. One is sold for 40 quid, but I think they were just selling it off the cheap anyway. Somebody's got it on for $79.99 on bids without the box. The one that did sell, the box was bashed though. So what I'll probably do is put that on for around 80 quid. I probably could get more, and just, yeah, that other one is on the bids. Won't be able to sell it because I've got a box. Two cool things. I've picked up a CPR baby. These are worth a lot of money. Some are worth a lot more money. You know, the more modern ones are worth a lot more. Obviously, you know, CPR stuff, anything medical sells for a lot. You're looking anything from 60 to 100 quid for that. People have been selling these for a lot, like whole packs of them for like 800 quid for like a pack of like 8 and stuff like that. They're worth around about 60 to 100 quid each. And also I've got an adult version. Does need a bit of a wipe down. Obviously squidges there. You can do the, yeah, and give it a bit of a loving. No, I'm not doing that. But it's pretty cool because on the back you've got like some sort of like twisty thing where you can change the adult and a child, and it's made in the USA. So yeah, that's big money. Like I said, 60 to 80 quid each. I'm probably going to put these on for about 80 quid each, or I could sell them together for 150, something like that. They're definitely worth it. They sell, there's loads of sales on these. But the last thing is this, and I've got to show you this because I'm going to show you playing. So the last thing I bought was this, and it is beautiful. The condition is really good. There's a few little scuffs at the back, but obviously you don't ever see the back. But everything works. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Everything is crisp. Not faded at all. They wanted 25 quid for it, but obviously they're closing down. I picked this up for a tenner. And just listen to this. Very, very loud. That is a dubbing speed, so you can make it sound like the Chipmunks. But also we have the radio, which is
Early return to Chinese rule. There have been fierce debates and protests over increasing restrictions in the territory.
So absolutely wicked. There is none sold that are working. You're looking around 50 to 60 quid just for spares. If I want to sell this, I'm looking at 100 quid easy, maybe more. Everything is fine on it. These actually come off. There is a little clip at the back. That one is fine, but this side, the clip is, it's there, but it's not working. The center bit in it is missing, so it still stays in, but because they have little grooves there and they have little grooves there, which make it stay in, and then you clip it in through the back, but the clip is there, but it's not. Actually, I don't know if you see, there it is. There's a little clip, and see the little gap between, that's missing, where then it clips into that bit there, and yeah, it stays in. Absolute worth going out today just for that. I said I wasn't going out, but when things like this come up, you've got to just go. You could pick up stuff that's so cheap and you could sell it for a lot more. Like I said, the dummies, you're looking about, I say 80 quid I'm going to put these on for each. You know, if somebody makes me an offer for 60 quid, I'll sell them. I paid a £5 each for them. So I'm going to make mega money off them. The tea set, like I said, is sold for 40 quid, but that was absolutely bash box. The one on sale at the moment is at 80 quid. So I could sell that for 80 quid, but I'll put like offers on from 60. So if I sell that for 60, I don't mind. I paid 4 quid for that. Grew sells for 14 quid. So I can easily make money on that. And the stereo is the only one on eBay that's working. There's only about 3 or 4 actually on there. None of them are working. So that is easily 100 quid, and I will not be selling it any cheaper because that is the only one. So from 25 quid, I'm probably looking at easily over 300 quid profit. Easily, maybe more. It all depends on how greedy I want to be. That stereo, basically I can sell it for what I want. What is the maximum price I could probably get that stereo for? The dummies, there's a lot more of them, but they all seem to be selling for around about the 60 to 100 pound mark. Different ones, isn't there? So I'm going to put like them on for 80, and then obviously there is one for sale on the tea set, and that's going at bids starting from 80 quid. So I'm going to put mine on buy now for 80 quid. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back tomorrow because I'm going to a new car boot. It's a really good car boot, and it's the first car boot of the year for them. They don't open very much. They only open on a Wednesday, and they close quite early. I think they only say open until September. And yeah, it's a really, really nice car boot. So join me tomorrow with that car boot, and hopefully we can pick up some mega bargains.